What is this?
Horror.
Megan Thee Stallion has credibly accused Tory Lanez of shooting her in the foot. She turned down hush money and has been stabbed in the back by her friends. Instead of getting showered with support, Megan was mocked. I can't imagine what it would be like in her position. Wait, Candace Owens is like defending Megan Thee Stallion? What the f is happening? Ben Shapiro is like criticizing Elon Musk for his like erratic and stupid behavior. Candace Owens is defending Megan Thee Stallion when she got shot in the foot. What is happening right now at the Daily Wire? Actually, what's happening? Why are they actually like lately coming across normal?
An artist named Megan Thee Stallion. Now, if you listen to my podcast, probably don't also listen to Megan Thee Stallion's. In fact, in case you don't know who she is one half of the now infamous WAP song with Cardi B. I find the song to be derogatory. I find it to be disrespectful and degrading toward women, right? Reducing women to their body parts. And you guys know that I don't support that kind of music. I want to be very clear about that. But what happened and what is playing out with Megan Thee Stallion in her real life, not in just her performance life, is one of the most hideous things that I've ever seen. The fact that the person that is behind this has not been canceled is incredible to me. Megan Thee Stallion was dating a rapper.
This is shocking. Why is Candace Owens right on the Megan Thee Stallion thing? What the fuck's
Named
going on?
Tory Lanez. And one night they went to Kylie Jenner's house for a party. Apparently this was a fun pool party and everyone had a great time and people
She's like, I was not invited, which is fucked
were
up.
drinking. And there's no question after having read the story that Megan Thee Stallion was drinking. In fact, people say she's known, Megan Thee Stallion, to get a little rowdy when she drinks. Well, I would argue that Megan Thee Stallion's also rowdy when she's sober. You got to be a little rowdy to produce a song like WAP, but that doesn't matter whether or not she was
Yeah, dude, totally. It's so rowdy to make a song.
drunk. It doesn't matter how much she was drinking. They left the party, a driver, Megan Thee Stallion, her best friend, a young woman named Kelsey, and her boyfriend, Tory Lanez.
Candace Owens be like, it's really fucked up that women are talking about their vaginas. That's not very feminist of them. Also, simultaneously, they should not be able to get an abortion. The duality here. Oh, my God. Also, yeah, even when defending Megan, she is being so nasty. Holy shit. She's so rowdy and disgusting. I would never listen to her music, right?
And a fight, okay, between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez breaks out in the car. Megan asks to get out of the car. The driver pulls over. Megan gets out of the vehicle, alleges, and there's a lot of evidence pointing out this is exactly what happened, that Tory Lanez whipped out his gun and said, dance, and began.
Okay, everything she said is correct. I just want to know what the goal is, okay? Why is she defending? What's the angle?
So what happens next? Well, there's a lot of speculations, articles ran, people didn't know what happened, but I'll tell you what happened online. Megan was mocked by women and men alike, particularly in Black culture. You're not seeing a bunch of people that are calling out Tory Lanez for this violence. No. What happened was Tory Lanez,
she's going to say black people are violent and they don't care about black on black crime. And the media loves talking about Black Lives Matter, but they're so disinterested in black on black crime that even when a high profile black celebrity shoots another high profile black celebrity, they don't fucking cover it because it's not, in line with their agenda. Oh my God, dude. That's the angle. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that.
Megan's testimony, she is.
And then maybe she'll turn around and say like black people have a no snitching culture, which is bad or something.
Now
probably.
on trial for this, right? Actually doing the right thing and testifying against him. He offered her and her friend Kelsey $1 million apiece. Why? Because Tory Lanez is from Canada. And if he is found guilty, not only will he serve time in prison, but he is also likely to be deported back to Canada. He doesn't want that to happen because he's a successful rapper. So he offered them money and she refused that money, rightfully refused that money. This woman is a victim. Something happened in that car. I don't think she shot herself in the foot and decided to go into the hospital. But it's amazing what then transpired, right? Because of this, let's call it no snitching culture, maybe. Stitches get stitches. Give me all the stitches because let this happen to me. I am snitching. This is horrific.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, all right. It's so funny that like even when you're fucking even when she has like the correct take at certain parts of the story, like she's on the correct side at least. Candace Owens and others like Ben Shapiro, like they still cannot just be normal about it. Like they can't. They have to turn around and be like, you know, these are the real problems that I'm going to infer out of this story about, you know, misogynoir, or like, even when you talk about the media being racist, like there is truth to that. Like, it is kind of weird that the media is not covering this Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez story. Okay, like there is truth to that. Why is the media not covering it overall? Okay, it's odd. I talked about that as well. I talked about how like the predominantly white mainstream media is not covering the story, and I find that really strange. Now, having said that, my reasoning for that is not going to be that like the media cares only about Black Lives Matter because they can advance this like you know, homo communist global homo agenda or whatever the fuck.
Violence, okay? So what happens next is that her friend Kelsey turns on her. Kelsey, who was in the car, Kelsey, who said 911, he just shot her, now doesn't recall anything. And when Kelsey took the stand and testified in the trial, Kelsey basically, just to sum it up, I don't recall, I'm not sure. I guess her memory has gotten fuzzy. Maybe she accepted the $1 million somehow. Or maybe she's thinking, I'm in the rap world where it matters for me to say that I keep my mouth shut because that's culturally cool and that's culturally relevant. What's actually happening is a horrific form of hatred toward her former friend.
I mean, she's not even wrong about that, low key. No, she's not wrong about that. Like the other victim, Kelsey, not coming out after she originally offered testimony does have, in some respects, not anything to do with like black culture or not snitching or anything, which, you know, you can describe as being black first and wanting to protect yourself from like police violence and wanting to protect a black man from police violence even after they shot you. Okay, which is what Megan Thee Stallion said as to why she didn't call 911 when she was shot. The justice system is unfair against black men. That's why when the cops first showed up, Megan says she stepped on glass. She didn't want Tory to get shot or even go to jail at first. Yeah, she defended him when the cops showed up. Megan is an angel and doesn't deserve the shit is 100% true. The second part that she's talking about, as far as like Kelsey not coming out any longer or offering no testimony and pleading the fifth now, despite the fact that she already offered testimony and like and talked about everything, or can be tied back to her own personal interest, whether it be her relationship souring with Megan Thee Stallion. She doesn't want to come across like a snitch, attacking a now beloved figure who everyone used to clown on, by the way, a now beloved figure because he shot a superstar black artist. Like, Tory Lanez is not a beloved figure because of his 2016 hits. He's a beloved figure now specifically because he shot Megan Thee Stallion. Insane. Anyway, he's not beloved, Lamau. I know, but like there are people who act like he is a good artist.
Because snitches get stitches or something, right? Right? No one's showing up. Nobody's testifying. Nobody's saying anything. So now this case has essentially become Megan Thee Stallion's word against Tory Lanez's word. And culture likes Tory Lanez. I haven't seen demands for this man to be canceled. I cannot imagine being Megan Thee Stallion in this moment. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine having suffered something so obviously traumatic and being surrounded by absolute vultures.
There's still motherfuckers in the chat saying he didn't shoot her. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. He's gonna get away with it, isn't he? No, dude. What the fuck? No, he's not gonna get away with it. He's actually gonna see punishment for it. And what's going to end up happening is people are going to say Tory Lanez is a hero that was falsely accused because the criminal justice system is racist against black men, which, by the way, the criminal justice system is racist against black men, except in this circumstance, you know, it's not because Tory Lanez like is not being falsely accused of a crime. Okay. I've never seen a instance where like literally victim is like, this person shot me. There's bullets in her fucking body. And yet people still are like, nope, don't believe her. Shut the fuck up, bitch. That's crazy, okay? Don't ban me, but I'm pretty sure he's not getting convicted. He may have shot her, but there's too much reasonable doubt. It is fucking insane that there's reasonable doubt in this situation. It is like literally the most open and shut case. The only reasonable doubt is misogyny. That's it. Misogynoir. Like that's it. There's, depending on what that jury looks like, the reasonable doubt in that situation is Megan's a woman, so we might not believe her, actually. That's it. Kelsey shot Shorty, ain't gonna lie. You know he ain't gonna go to jail, right? If Tory Lanez doesn't get any fucking criminal punishment from this circumstance, it is a miscarriage of justice. That's what I'm saying, okay? And I think a lot of you are motivated by what you have seen by outlets that have been covering this news story. Unfortunately, it's DJ Academics, Shade Room comments, and No Jumper for the most part, okay? The trifecta. Everywhere I have seen this story, I have been shocked by the overwhelming sea of support for Tory Lanez and Rap TV. Yeah. Misogynoir plays into the bias against Megan. She has been unfairly sexually objectified and harassed as a black woman, and she has been painted as an aggressor, playing into misogynistic and racist stereotypes. Yeah, 100%. Non-black people overlook and minimize black stories. The day news broke of Megan being shot, she didn't receive the attention or support of white female artists at Megan's level would have. 100%. That's true. But look. That's also part of the reason why Megan literally didn't want to fucking tell the cops the truth at first. Because there are different standards here at play. In the way that the victim is perceived by mainstream media. Yeah, NBC covered it, but they mostly just covered like the backlash against Megan Thee Stallion from the blogosphere. No Jumper and Adam22. Oh, brother. I already posted about the podcast live tweeting from the trial and how the language attempts to undermine Megan in the prosecution. Yeah, they literally fucking... I mean, they said... No Jumper is a huge following, characterized Megan's testimony as contradicting. Prosecutors, when her statement aligned with what they said, this is just one example of how bloggers and podcasters have tried to undermine Megan's credibility in the coverage of the case. Weeks after the shooting happened, Adam22 on No Jumper was the first person to report a narrative from anonymous sources that favored Tory. Megan later testified that she left Kylie Jenner's house because her wig started to fall off. What I'm hearing from my version that I've heard from trusted sources is that Megan and Tory have been fucking. They've been chilling. They go to the South party. Kylie Jenner's there. I heard, depending on who you want to ask, that either Tory was showing too much attention to Kylie Jenner or Kylie Jenner was showing too much attention to Tory. Either way, Meg did not appreciate it. Meg, maybe at this point in her career, has a little bit of an ego. She's feeling herself, and she feels she doesn't have to deal with any disrespect. Meg was violating his ass. They got into a fight that was like bad. I heard that she was really shitting on him. Earlier in the day, I talked about sex workers and how if you defend sex workers, you will be belittled. Sex workers are ruthlessly belittled, ruthlessly vilified in the media, no matter what happens. And it is very difficult to actually defend them adequately, right? Very difficult to actually adequately defend them because people don't want to hear that. And they're voiceless for the most part. That's just a part of marginalization and systemic oppression against sex workers in general. The same goes for women too, especially black women, right? Where there are already underlying really powerful overarching narratives or overarching stereotypes about how women are that if you just tap into it even a little bit, everyone picks up on it. They're like, oh yeah, she was being a bitch. She was being a jealous bitch. That's what it is. A lot of instances, if you're like not aware of this, if you're like kind of oblivious to this, if you're privileged enough to not recognize it, you will just hear that and pick up on it immediately. And then you'll think like people are being hysterical when they point it out. That's the reason why small things like this genuinely have the capacity to undermine the credible witness testimony of a person who got fucking shot in the foot. It's wild that, you know, people pick up on that and go, yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why this shooting happened. Well, she's lying about that, so she must be lying about the shooting too. Maybe the shooting never even happened. And then people also want to believe what they want to fucking believe, you know? Confirmation bias is really, really, really powerful. Tory doesn't make music good enough for people to be dick riding him this hard. I know. Like, even Chris Brown, even R. Kelly at a certain point, like, made some fucking hits, okay? Tory Lanez doesn't have R. Kelly level hits.